Hey friend, my name is Eon and welcome to my Start Animating YouTube channel. The channel that is specifically aimed at everyone that is new to animation. And if that is you, welcome. You are at the right place. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on that little notification bell so that you can get notified every week when I upload a brand new video. Now today I am going to show you guys a little trick that you can do when you do facial expressions. Okay, so the reason why I want to share this video is because with 2D animation, normally what I do is I first do my lip syncing, and then once that is done, I will animate my character. Okay, because the reason why is when your character move, it's very difficult to focus on the lips because you'll have to move the camera to follow the lips so that you can get the timing and everything right. And so that's why before I animate the character, I normally do the lip syncing and then I can animate the character. But the thing with 3D animation, and that's what I'm going to show you guys today inside iClone, it is completely different because you have a lot more facial expressions, and sometimes the facial expressions have a lot to do with the body movement. So you kind of want to animate the character or the facial expressions while after the character has been animated to get that right. Because if you're going to do the facial expressions first, then and you animate the character, then it won't really match. So it's always better to animate in 3D animation, to animate the character first and then do the facial expressions, but you still sit with the exact same problem that the camera, because the character moves, then it's difficult to focus on the character's face and to animate the facial expressions. So let me quickly show you what I mean. Okay, so here is a character that I just did a quick animation on this character. Let me just select it. So it's just a quick turn. I didn't do any facial expressions, but you'll see it's just a very quick animation. But now let's zoom in closer to her face. Now there's a problem, okay? So if I move here, now I can maybe start, but as I move, the head move. Now I need to move there and make adjustments. And now you see what I mean? It becomes extremely difficult to do the facial expressions for this character. Okay, so let's just move back. So what I want to do today is I want to show you guys or give you guys a cheat on what you can do to do this a lot easier. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to create two cameras. So we've got our preview. So let's do the first one. Create and camera. There. Okay, and now this camera, you can just get it pretty close. So you can maybe do that. And like that. Okay, so that's your first camera. That is just to see the facial expression while the character is moving. So what I am going to do with this character, just to make things a little bit better, I'm just going to hide that so that we can see her face a little bit better. And then you are going to create a second camera. So let's just call this one motion, just so that I know which camera this is. And then we are going to create another camera. And now let's call this one face. Okay. And now what you do is you zoom in to this character, a nice close-up, and now you link this to her face. And you select her head and you just double check. Okay, so what's going to happen now is, have a look. The character is moving, but you are focused on her face. Okay, to give you a better idea, let's select the motion, but here we select face. Okay, so now you can see it's now much easier to animate her face and add facial expressions and have a look at her body and see how that facial expressions are working with the motion. So you can just flip between the two cameras and it's just so much easier. So what you now can do is now we can animate her face. So we can select the character, the face key, and so let's go and just have to add expression. There you go. Okay, and so let's go here from the beginning, back. And so maybe here she will start to close her eyes. Okay, so what I want to do is let's have a look here so we can now make that change. So we can, let's rather do this, eye blink. So I'm just creating keyframes there, and right about there we can close her eyes, and when right about there, let's just create keyframes again, and we can do that. Okay, and so you can see we have animated that. So let's do the eyeball. So we want to select that. Let's just move it there. We add a little bit of a drag, so that is actually perfect. And when she is there, we can make her look there. Maybe we can just move her eyes just a little bit that way. So you can have a look at both angles. You can see when you animate the face in the motion, and you can also see the close-up. Okay, so let's do some more. Okay, so I just want to go with the cheeks. Okay. So let's just see what this does. We don't want that. So what you can do for a little bit of a drag when she goes from here, we can add a keyframe, and in the middle we can add a little bit of a drag, and when she gets there we just bring it back. And so what we did is we just almost like a drag. It's not much, you don't really see it, but it's almost like a drag. So what we can also do is we can do the same with the jaw. So right about there we can get a keyframe, right about there. You drag that. And when she is here, you bring it back. And what we did is we just added a little bit of just like a drag, add some movement. And so that is basically a very easy way to get your facial expressions right without struggling because the camera moves. So now I can see the body move and I can also see the face close up, and I can easily do my facial expressions and see if it works, etc. So this is a nice cheat for inside iClone if you want to add facial expressions to your characters and animate. And if you want to learn iClone, I'm currently at the moment in the middle of our 5-day training camp where I teach you the basics of iClone and you work alongside with me. And by the end of the 5 days, you would have created your very own short animated clip. And it's the best way to learn. If you've never animated before, this is for you. If you've animated before and you want to go into 3D animation, this is for you. And if you have animated before and you want to go into iClone or you want to learn iClone, this training camp is also for you. So in the description box below, there's a link. Just click there and sign up. We're going to have the next one will be next month. And so the students, they absolutely love it because they actually animate. It's not just watching tutorials or taking an online course. It is actually they animate, and by the end of the 5 days, they would have animated their very own animated clip. And that's the best way to learn, is to actually animate. And if you've animated your first clip, then you can actually animate your own projects, because a movie, a short film, a TV episode, a web series is just a group of short animated clips put together. That's actually what a movie is. So if you can animate a short clip and you know how to do it, you can actually then go and animate your own projects. And then obviously you can just, the more you animate, the better you'll get. And you can add more layers on top of it, apply the 12 principles of animations, etc. But if you want to get started, this 5-day training camp is the perfect place for you. So there is 2 options. There's you can sign up and you can take the 5-day training camp. It is $97 for the 5 days, and you can ask questions in the chat below. Or if you want to be part of the VIP, you can pay $147. It's $50 more, but then you get an hour afterwards where you can then chat with me as a group and ask your questions there directly, and ask more other questions, not just related to the training camp. So if you're interested, the link is below. Feel free to go and sign up, and I hope to see you there. So guys, that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. So from me, God bless and happy animating.